Let me ask you a question. What do you do when you look at your cell phone and you see that dreaded low battery message? If you're like me, you panic and you change what you're doing to figure out how to recharge it, right? Regardless of how inconvenient it might be or how time-consuming it is, you just do it because you know you have to if you want to keep your phone working. Now let me ask you another question. What do you do when you feel yourself wearing down? Do you stop to recharge or do you just go, go, go? Ignoring your body, grabbing coffee, eating sugar, just generally powering through. That's what most of us do. Even though our systems are flashing us warning signs, we decide that we're superhuman, that too many people are depending on us, that we couldn't possibly take the time to recharge. Some of us even think that recharging is for the weak and it's selfish. So we try to outsmart it. This is just one of the many ways we throw our lives out of balance. And I'm guessing that if you're here, you can relate to this. Hi, I'm Heather Askinosie, a crystal expert, the founder of EnergyMuse.com, and the author of 2 books on using crystals to improve your life. I'm also a recovering triple type A personality. In my 20s, I was goal-oriented, driven, and what you would call successful. I was an up-and-coming realtor in an emerging area. I had a great wardrobe, amazing friends, and a growing income. You could say I had it all. But still, there was something inside me that felt disconnected. On paper, I looked great. Alone with myself, though, I wasn't happy. I felt empty. My life felt chaotic. I was completely out of balance. In fact, imbalance had become my balance, if that makes sense. My mind was overflowing with thoughts and distractions, and my body was riddled with stress. I was headed for complete burnout, but I laughed at the thought of slowing down to recharge, and I was ignoring so many warning signs. I was running myself ragged to get ahead, and in the process, I was making myself and everyone around me miserable. That's when I found this. This is Amethyst. And I happened upon it one day when I wandered into a small metaphysical store in my town. For some reason, it called out to me. It was beautiful, and it made me happy when I looked at it. That's all I knew, but that was enough for me to want to learn more. Since then, I have learned that amethyst is actually one of the most popular crystals, and it's often one of the first crystals people gravitate toward because it's the stone of spirituality and contentment. It's not a coincidence that people are attracted to it when they're open and ready to deepen their spiritual journey. That must have been the case for me. From the moment that I held this crystal, I couldn't get enough. I began to learn everything there was to know about crystals, and I quickly realized that crystals aren't just beautiful. They're also extremely powerful healing tools provided for us from Mother Earth. Their energy has the power to shift the world around them, to raise the vibration of anything they encounter, including you. Crystals help me pull my life out of chaos and into balance. They help me to get my footing in this ever-changing world, grounding me in the present moment. That's what balance is all about. When you're present and grounded, you can much more easily deal with anything that comes your way. And let's face it, the unexpected is going to happen, right? Life is about change. People and events come and go. Joy lifts you up. Disappointments throw you down. Everything is in flux, and that's a good thing. Can you imagine how boring life would be if nothing changed? But with that change comes the necessity of going with the flow. That's where living a balanced life comes in. If you can't quickly come back from the effects of one of these unexpected events, life just doesn't work. You need balance for success, joy, happiness, love, basically all the things that make life worth living. When you're balanced, you're physically healthier. Feeling overwhelmed and like you're constantly fighting to keep your head above water actually damages your body on a cellular level, bringing down your immunity and making you more prone to illness. It also is just miserable emotionally. If you can't truly find your footing in the present, if you're worrying about what's to come or what's already happened, then you can't enjoy your life because you're never actually living it. If you know who you are and where you stand, and you have your feet firmly placed in the real world, you are set up for happiness and success. So how do we get to balance? Essentially, balance starts from within, by slowing down, getting quiet, and taking inventory of what's really going on in your mind, body, and spirit. In today's busy world, this can seem almost impossible to do. We're constantly bombarded with stimuli every second of every day. Inboxes full of emails, voicemails, and texts filling our heads, preventing us from being present and finding balance. The more time we spend connected to our devices, the less time we spend connected to real life. So instead of filling up all our time and mental space with something else and something else and something else again, let's learn how to enjoy connecting with the world around us and being in the present for a while. As I said at the beginning of this video, not recharging is one of the ways we throw ourselves out of balance. Not living in the present, that's another one. Dwelling in regret, that's another. Holding on to heartache, taking on other people's energy, beating yourself up, these are all things that lead to imbalance. The reason I created this course is because I know that crystals can help shift all these things. They can help ground you, they can help cut through negative energy, they can help you mend your heart, they can inspire self-forgiveness and self-love. I know this because I've done it, and I've helped thousands of other people do the same. The crystals and practices I'll introduce to you in this course will help you get rid of negative emotions, fears and regrets from your past, and help you envision the life you want to lead and help you see how to get there. During this healing process, you'll build a foundation that will allow you to face the ups and downs of life without getting thrown completely off track. A disappointment won't derail you on the path to a fulfilling, meaningful life. In essence, you'll learn how to make balance your default state. You'll discover how to live in balance with only temporary moments that throw you off, rather than the other way around. Nobody wants to feel out of control. Nobody wants to feel overwhelmed. Nobody wants to feel tired, broken, rushed, panicked, sick, or downtrodden. But that's what living in imbalance can do. So I hope you'll join me and my dear friends, Amethyst, clear quartz, black kyanite, rose quartz, and selenite. To create a life of balance, this program will teach you not only general best practices associated with working with crystals, but also specific exercises that will take you from chaos to awareness and finally to empowerment. You truly do have the power to change your life, and these beautiful gifts from Mother Earth can help you.